Okay, target 4 says I can prove statements about segments. So on the back of the first sheet of your packet, so the very first sheet of your packet where it has all the homework, on the back of that is a proof reference sheet that you will get a similar version to on the test when you're doing the proofs. Not for the whole test, but when you're doing the proofs. And the ones that we're going to be using today are definition of midpoint and definition of segment bisector, which we just looked at, and the transitive property. So this is the transitive properties. Line segments and angles can follow the transitive property. This states that if segment AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, then segment AB is congruent to segment EF. So for example, if I wanted to draw that out, if I call the segment AB and this segment CD and this segment EF, transitive property shows me this. The first statement says AB and CD are congruent. So AB and CD each get 1 tick mark. They're the same size, same shape. I then know that CD and EF are also congruent. So I'm going to put 2 tick marks on CD and 2 tick marks on EF. In other words, if I know that they're congruent, I know they're the same size. So let's say I knew AB was 5 and I knew CD was 5. Well, the second statement says that CD and EF are congruent. So if CD is 5, then EF also has to be 5. So because AB and EF are both the same size, then they're congruent. It's because they're both congruent to the same thing. AB and EF are both congruent to CD. They're both the same size as CD, so they're the same size as each other. Okay, if I just pick 3 people, like Jill, Abby, and Ryan, if Jill and Abby are the same age, and Ryan and Abby are the same age, then Jill and Ryan have to be the same age. Okay, if Jill and Abby are both 15, and that means Abby and Ryan are both 15, then Jill and Ryan have to be 15. So that's the transitive property.